actually in a democratizing country, when you have a transition to democracy, parliamentary systems are better. Why? Because parliamentary systems, if you use a proportional representative or a mixed system, are often based on coalition governments. So they are bringing different groups together, meaning the executive branch that comes out of the legislators, so it needs to be based on a majority in parliament, will also represent the diversity of parties, the diversity of ethnic groups, the diversity of religions, of territories in the country. So you would have a reflection in government where maybe your prime minister or chancellor, whatever their name is, would be from the majority community, but maybe your deputy prime minister would not be. Maybe your defense minister would come from a minority group. Maybe your interior minister would represent a linguistic minority. Maybe your foreign minister would represent somebody else in the country. So that the whole diversity of a country can be much better reflected in the composition of the government. Parliamentary systems, governments also tend to take decisions much more by consensus, for consensual decision making. The president is one strong figure. One president can only be one ethnic person from one ethnic group. By the way, can also only have one gender, right? So it's either man or woman. While in a parliamentary system with a coalition government, you can make sure it's 50-50 men and women, right? So it's much easier to ensure ethnic diversity, linguistic diversity, and gender equality in a parliamentary system than it is in a presidential system, because the president is so dominant, and it doesn't really matter whom the president appoints as his or her ministers, they will still be the dominant actor. Think about how many people can right now name who the US Defense Secretary is, right? So the president is so dominant that it doesn't really matter whom they appoint, they have a central position. And in parliamentary systems it tends to be more consensual, and therefore the voices of minorities and the voices of different groups are better represented.